Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Today we are doing a pick a card reading for the new moon in Scorpio. And new moons are all about new beginnings, new relationships, positive change, fresh career opportunities, and planting seeds of ideas that we want to see flourish. So Scorpio is a water sign, and in this sign we really will have a passion for people and situations, and it's a really intense energy and can be super fascinating and magnetizing. So you can use this time to magnetize what you want to attract in your life. And through this Scorpio new moon, temptations might roll in if you're not thinking logically. So making sure to, have a perspective on all sides of the situation so that you're not making any mistakes that you might regret. So Scorpio represents the water element, which represents west. So during this reading, you can face west to enhance the energy moving through you and to really help connect you more deeply to this Scorpio new moon. Water represents letting go and moving on, increasing your self-esteem, having unconditional love, allowing you to forgive yourself and others, and just cleansing any energy that isn't serving. So close your eyes and connect with your breath and take about 3 long deep breaths. And when you open your eyes, you're going to most likely be drawn to one of these 3 piles. Tangerine Quartz is actually a very powerful stone because it represents actually the ancient Egyptian goddess Isis. And it is really helpful for empowerment, bringing on positive new change, bringing in peace, and allowing newness to be welcomed into our lives. And stromatolite is wonderful for emotional transformation, and it gently removes blockages in the chakra system, and it teaches us to find the purpose of our life on earth, and actually helps assist past life recall as well. And then we have orange carnelian, and orange carnelian is amazing for bringing flexibility in the mind and in the body. It allows us to connect to our sensuality and the creative forces within us so that we can birth new ideas. And it is a wonderful stone for strength and power, and actually also is linked to the ancient Egyptian feminine goddess Isis. So close your eyes, breathe deeply, and when you open your eyes, you'll most likely be connected to one of these 3 piles, and that will be the reading for you. But if you feel called to, you can definitely be drawn to more than one pile. So definitely, if you're feeling called to, listen to more than one. There could be more messages for you to receive. So we are going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1. So we have talismans of potency. Sacred tools and objects can become an extension of your energy field, focusing your power and intention, helping you heal the split between spirit and matter, bringing physical matter more deeply into light and life. You are encouraged to work with sacred materials in a conscious way to help your own healing and enjoyment of the material world as a part of your spiritual practice. Beautiful. So this means like using things like gemstones, or like a wand, or an altar. So having special tools that help you with your connection to spirit. This could be a pendulum, anything that really helps this connection and this bond. So finding tools that really speak to you and that really give you a sense of joy is a really sure way of knowing if that is the tool for you. So for example, I've created a wand that I really love, and I just made it out of a stick and some hemp rope, and I can use this for my intention magic, and I can use it to create a sacred circle or sacred space or I can use my pendulum to help me connect deeper to spirit, so I can, have confirmations of things that, I'm curious about or wanting wanting an answer for. So there's different things, different tools that you can use that can help strengthen your connection to spirit. And so it's really fine-tuning, seeing what speaks to you. Maybe it's one thing, maybe it's more than one thing. For example, singing bowls, like those have the power to, send positive energy and vibrations to like far, far distances. So you can use singing bowls, for example, to connect you more with spirit and to create sacred space around you. You can use incense, and that is very helpful or sage, helpful for cleansing your sacred space or wherever you are, or even your body. So using fine-tuning, what you really love and what brings you joy, and that will be an indicator that it is a sacred tool that is meant to be used by you. So that is a beautiful card, and it has been coming up quite a bit lately. So there's beautiful colors of like purple and red. So purple is very like intuitive, wisdom, independence, personal power. And then this red is like very much like a grounding. It's a grounding energy, allowing you to feel like safe, secure, provided for, allowing you to feel, all your needs are met. And so that is a very powerful card here. Put that there. And then we have this one. Pyramid of Light, Psychic Protection. As a being of light, darker energies may at times seek to interfere with your spiritual progress. There is nothing to fear and only more awareness of the power and protection of divine love to experience. The Pyramid of Light confirms that energies have been causing interference with your path, and it is now time for that interference to cease completely through loving divine power. Beautiful. So this is confirmation that there have been energies in the past that have been getting in the way of your progress, and this might come in the form of, you're trying to do something and for whatever reason it keeps getting blocked or isn't happening, and you're like wondering why. And it's because it could be it could have to do with, the ebbs and flows in your vibration. So when you have this ebb and it, you dip down vibrationally, it gives a chance for these energies to move in because they're of the same vibration as you at that time. And once you reach a level of vibration where it's not dipping down as much and you're more at a consistent level of vibration, have that be, in peace or joy or in a vibration of love. So when you reach this certain vibration, lower energies can no longer interfere. And this is huge because we will then have whatever level of vibration we're in, that will be reflected back to us. So we will no longer you will no longer experience, these lower vibrational energies interfering, because you are in a vibrational space where they can no longer touch you, where they can no longer enter your energetic field because you're in a different level of frequency. So just really honoring and paying attention to how you feel, because that's the biggest indicator of your frequency, and trying to do things that elevate your vibrational frequency. And this can be very helpful. So now that you know that you are in a space that you are consistently in a higher level of vibration, this brings a whole bunch of personal power to you that can really uplift you and make you feel sovereign and strong. And you can use this personal power to influence and positively impact your surroundings and the people in your life, so that you too can lift them up and uplift them, and to have them join, your level of vibration, so that they too will no longer have these negative influences in their lives. So this is huge and is so powerful. So I'm so happy that you got these two together. And this is a confirmation that you are meant to have a bond with spirit. You are meant to use sacred tools to connect you with the divinity. And this is a confirmation that yes, things have gotten in the way before, but you are stronger and more powerful now. And, these lower vibrational energies will no longer interfere with your path, and you are protected. And you can also use sacred tools for additional protection too. So let's say you do ebb and flow and, move back into a lower vibrational frequency. You can use these sacred tools of protection to help protect your energy. So for example, casting white light around you, visualizing white light all around you, protecting you, visualizing a waterfall of white light over you, or you can use your wand or a pointed object, create a circle around you and imagine it being filled with white light. All of this is protecting you. So another way to cleanse yourself of any negative energies is to sage your environment. So cleanse that space so that negative energies can no longer live in that space. And therefore you will be protected. So those are really powerful, how they come up together. And look at that imagery. It looks like they just belong together, The power of the pyramid and then the personal power within you is one and the same. Like, you are protected, you are powerful, you are strong, and you have the energy to move mountains. And look at this solar energy, like moving up, connecting to the universe, those rays of light beaming down. It just shows that there is so much powerful energy around you, and you have all the power you need within you to move mountains and to keep yourself protected and keep yourself on track on your path. And then we have explore your options. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess. Dear God, thank you for your wisdom and love, helping me see, understand, and assess all of my alternative options. Please guide me in the best direction for my health, happiness, and life's purpose. Beautiful. So explore your different timelines, explore your options. This will give you a sense of power because you will know that there are many paths available to you, and many of these paths can be high vibrational, but you want to be on the path that is for the highest and greatest good, not only for you, but for everybody. And so when you ask the angels to guide you in the best direction for your health, happiness, and life's purpose, they will give you synchronicities and signs to the path that has been carved and paved out for specifically you. And once you understand all of your options and you are led and synchronicities are leading you down like one direction, really be open to that and be willing to, go down that path, even if it seems like different or scary. This will lead you to personal growth and expansion. And personal growth and expansion always comes with a challenge because, it has to do with evolving you at a soul level. So being open and just allowing the universe to guide you to different paths or timelines that you might not have chosen based on, how you've been living, your life so far. Just being open to new options, alternatives, and by just being like attuned to energy around you and seeing where the universe is leading you can be very helpful. But by asking for specific guidance from Archangel Michael to help you really identify which path is the best for you will for sure give you a more clear and concise answer more quickly. But be open to seeing those signs and synchronicities. Just have the awareness and observation around you when you're going about your day-to-day life. And you may be shocked about what signs and synchronicities pop up that are really leading you down your right path for your soul purpose, your wholeness, your health, and happiness. So that is just gorgeous. And look at the imagery on this white unicorn. So that just shows it's like mysterious, the unknown, different. And these beautiful wings on the back of this angel just like shows pure transformation, leading you into wholeness, newness, into peace. So allow whatever's coming through. Allow in. So just be mindful, pay attention to your surroundings and any confirmations or signs from the universe, and you will absolutely be led down the best path for you. And we have spend more time outdoors. Thank you for motivating me to spend more time outdoors and for helping me relax and enjoy connecting with nature. Beautiful. So spend more time outdoors. This is a connection to spirit just by being out in nature and by disconnecting from the other, things that you have to do in life, and just to be out with nature, clearing your mind. This can lead to a lot of aha moments, or it can lead you to like a lot of clarity into where you'd like to go and like who you'd like to be. And it can just allow you that sacred time for yourself to just really be with yourself and to just be with nature, connect to spirit, and just tune within to really understand more about what's going on for you, and open up to energies that are providing you with wisdom, like trees, like that ancient tree energy is so wise and has so much knowledge. And so by just taking the time outside to like spend by sitting by a tree, or like climbing a tree, or just like grounding yourself, sitting down in the grass, or planting your feet in the earth, or anything having to do with nature will be super healing and will help you more deeply connect with spirit. And you can be surprised at how relaxing and how much at peace you can be from this experience, and how much clarity you can gain as well from just taking this time to be. So that is beautiful. And now we have, no way, spiritual connection. Ascended Master Saint Germain and Amethyst. Beautiful, number 27. So 2 and 7 equals 9. So 9 represents nearing completion. It represents, wrapping up cycles, endings, to start, fresh into a new cycle or a new beginning. It represents like compassion and insight and wisdom. So this is absolutely beautiful. And this beautiful purple here, it represents, the third eye, accessing your own wisdom, your intuition, your personal power, and your independence. So let us see what the crystal deck has to say about this card here. We bring you the blessing of spiritual connection. There are times on your life path when you will feel alone. If you are working on an issue or going through a challenging time and don't feel particularly supported or that others understand, even though they may love you, then that sense of loneliness may increase for a time. Or perhaps you wonder if you are as spiritually connected as you could be. Perhaps you have been asking for confirmation of your divine connection, or for some sort of sign that what you think might be divine guidance is genuine. This oracle comes with a message. You are capable of conscious spiritual connection, and that connection is growing in power every time you talk to the universe through prayer or any act of devotion. You are also being asked to release any barriers around your heart and mind so you can allow the unconditionally loving voice of spirit to be heard in your heart and soothe your mind. Walking a spiritual path is very important for your soul. It is what you are meant to do this lifetime, and you have in fact done this many lifetimes previously. You have developed a strong spiritual connection during the passing of those lifetimes, with an ability to feel, know, and connect with spirit consciously. even whilst living in the physical world, where the clear voice of spirit can sometimes be distorted through fear, doubt, or anger. You will have different ways you can best tune in to your strong spiritual connection, and what works best for you may be different for another. You may tap into the spiritual connection through meditation, dance, being in nature, relaxing or switching off your mind with exercise, through prayer or creating art, music, or other offerings of devotion to love and life. What is being affirmed through this oracle is that your spiritual connection is established. It is considerable, and you have the ability to tune into it this lifetime. You are asked to rely upon the spiritual connection unconditionally, to ask for help with all things in your life, nothing too small, for in allowing your spiritual connection to assist you in resolving the small, apparently insignificant everyday matters more swiftly, you free up vital energies to deal with the bigger tasks on your divine life journey, from parking spaces to overall timing of your day, for assistance in all ways whilst traveling, for help in making good choices whilst shopping, to inspiration for better relationships and in matter of finance, health, and professional development. Divine guidance will help you in all ways with one purpose, to help you reside in the frequency of love and truth. Sometimes there can be fear about opening up further to spirit. You may want it and fear it at the same time. If you have heard a message or someone has told you something they believe has come from the spiritual worlds and it makes you feel bad, if what you see, feel, hear, or are told is based in fear in any way, it is not from a higher spiritual worlds. Genuine divine guidance is loving, and anything that makes you feel disconnected from love or that causes you to feel bad about yourself is not higher guidance. The fear of opening up further to spirit can be so deep that you don't realize it is there. You attend development classes and work hard to perceive spiritual connection, and yet frustratingly, it may not come through as clearly as you would like it. Perhaps you feel like you are the only person who doesn't get something, while others seem to have a connection you envy. You may feel like spirit has forgotten you, or you are not important enough to deserve attention, or that there is something wrong with you that you cannot receive as you wish. All of those reactions and frustrations are understandable, but they are not reflective of the higher truth. Your spiritual task is to be kind to yourself. Be with your feelings and complete the following healing process as often as you feel you need it. Know that as fear arises, and it can arise even in those working consciously with spirit for a time, testing them to trust and open up even more so, you're releasing a barrier between you and spirit. You never need to be ashamed of your fear. It has been conditioned into bodies over lifetimes. It can take a little while to cleanse it out of the soul. Fear can be a stubborn stain, but the divine has all sorts of tricks to dislodge it. Spirit wants to connect with you just as much as you want to connect with it, more even. You are so loved. Set aside any frustration with yourself or the divine as you realize that even if you don't see or hear as others seem to do, Spirit still talks to you every day. Can you see the signs, the numbers, the white feathers, the song on the radio that seems written for you, the books you are drawn to read, or the oracle that keeps popping up? Spirit loves you so much, and it has created all these ways for you to hear its loving voice in your heart. Will others open up for you in due course? Yes, of course. But even now, your spiritual connection is already real. To grow it more, set aside time every day, at least 2 minutes, to speak to it. Imagine it as your daily phone call to your Divine Mother. During that daily divine time, talk to the universe. You don't need special words. Just tell the universe aloud, if you can, what you would like help with, and that you are grateful for, and what you are grateful for in your life. Beautiful. So gaze at this card and repeat the words after me. I call upon Crystal Angel of Amethyst and Ascended Master Saint Germain, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing blessing of spiritual connection. May the fullness of my spiritual connection become consciously known to me. May I be inspired by Spirit daily to connect, to talk to the universe openly from my heart. May all beings know the extent of their spiritual connection and the depth of love that Spirit holds for them. May peace enter the world through my spiritual connection. Assisting the plan of love and light through divine grace and my own free will, so be it. And repeat these words after me. Breathe in and breathe out. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to release any experience, memory, or associated belief system connected to spiritual abuse, manipulation, feeling of disconnection from the spiritual worlds, feeling of being abandoned by the divine in any way, and of being harmed, humiliated, or criticized in any way for my spiritual connection. May the healing power of the loving worlds of divine grace cleanse me completely now and restore the full vibrancy of my spiritual connection to higher guidance. Through divine grace and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love awaken the fullness of spiritual connection in the hearts of all beings, according to divine compassion and in service to the great divine plan of love unfolding. So be it. I trust and rely upon my spiritual connection unconditionally. It is safe for me to fully open to Spirit, to receive unconditionally loving and uplifting messages that are truly helpful. I trust and rely upon my spiritual connection unconditionally. It is safe for me to be fully open to Spirit, to receive unconditionally loving and uplifting messages that are truly helpful. I trust and rely upon my spiritual connection unconditionally. It is safe for me to be fully open to Spirit, to receive unconditionally loving and uplifting messages that are truly helpful. Beautiful. Wow, that is so powerful, and it ties so well with everything, that we were chatting about so far with this reading. And it confirms, your connection to Spirit is already there. And by using sacred tools, you can strengthen the bond between Spirit. But you don't even need those sacred tools. All you need to have is a conversation and to just to say, Spirit, this is what I'm grateful for. And this is what I want clarification on. And just sit and just allow any messages to come through, and then look for those signs and synchronicities that will be there to help guide you on your journey. This was a beautiful way to tie in that energy, and I could not pick a better card myself. So I hope you have a wonderful new moon in Scorpio. I'm sending you so much love. I'm excited for you to strengthen your connection with Spirit. Remember, everything is purposed, and by even you finding this reading, this is confirmation that you are strengthening your connection to Spirit, and you already have that connection. That connection is already there. You just need to further establish it. But the universe loves you, and so do I. Okay, group 1, so pick a yes or no question, and I'm going to ask my pendulum, and we will see the answer. So take a couple deep breaths, choose your yes or no question, and we will ask. Spirit of the highest and greatest good, please connect with me according to divine free will for the highest and greatest good of all. Please show me yes. Please show me no. And then go ahead and ask your question. We have a yes. I hope that brings you further clarification on what you needed to know. Beautiful. The answer is yes. Take care. Have a wonderful new moon. See you in the next one. Bye. So for those of you who chose group 2 with Stromatolite, welcome to your reading. Abundance of Sothis. Abundance in many forms is increasing in flow to you. Continue your good work of building channels through which abundance can be delivered to you. Freely share your talents, love, wisdom, and self, and enjoy the abundance responsively flowing to you in many forms over and over again. Beautiful. This is a confirmation. Abundance is yours. If you've been working on your abundance mentality, putting your mental activity more towards, fulfillment and abundance and love rather than lack or fear or scarcity, then this is your sign that your hard work has been paying off and abundance is making its way to you in many forms. And you can work through finding different ways, that this abundance can make its way to you. Perhaps it's like another side gig or, something that you've thought about doing before in the past where you were kind of unsure about it, but an opportunity is coming back up for you to take a hold of. This is a sign that, this is something that is meant for you. And by taking leaps into, creating these streams for abundance to flow to you, you will absolutely make this happen, and you will absolutely be rewarded for, your just being yourself, and for, your hard work and mental energy of focusing on positivity and focusing on love and fulfillment and abundance. So that is absolutely gorgeous. And we have Rising Sun. A dark phase and struggle is over. A new phase is upon you, one of hope, glory, light, and triumph. It is won through boldness and persistence. You have been through much, and now victory is upon you, beloved. For the divine solar child, a new consciousness within you is born. That is gorgeous. That confirms this last card so much, and it just shows that you have really changed the way that you've been thinking. You've changed your belief patterns. You've changed your thought patterns, and because of that, you are going to be rewarded. And by being, you, by focusing on light, by focusing on yourself, on your path, and being persistent, and being bold, and just being you no matter what, that is going to lead you into this beautiful energy, this beautiful path that has been laid out for you, that you have chosen upon this journey. And because of your hard work and devotion to choosing, to be uplifting, choosing to be positive, you are creating a new consciousness. You are no longer in the space that you have been in the past. You are on a different frequency now, and this will be reflected back to you, and this will be rewarded back to you, and it can come in many forms. So pay attention and know that you are coming into a period of glory, and you are, exiting old cycles, old paths, old timelines, and you are welcoming in new paths and timelines that really resonate and align with you and your new consciousness that has been born within you. So that's gorgeous. Lean on God and the angels for support. Dear God and angels, I give you this, briefly describe the situation, now and completely. I step out of the way and allow divine miracles to shine through everyone and everything involved. Beautiful. So ask assistance from the angels. We are in a planet of divine free will, so they cannot come in to help you unless you ask for their help. Of course, they're there to support you no matter what, but they can't intervene without your permission. So ask the angels to pass over this situation that's happening for you, pass it over to the angels, and just allow yourself to put it out of your mind's eye, step out of the way of it, and allow your miracles to shine through, and know that they will, and that it is possible, and that miracles do exist. Lean on, your spiritual connection, and look for the signs and synchronicities that these angels are here for you. Divine guidance is here. And by you handing it over and taking a step back, the situation will resolve, and it can have an even better outcome than you had anticipated. So trust, have faith, and know that this situation has already been resolved. Ooh, romance angels are helping you. Dear guardian angels of my soulmate, thank you for preparing my soulmate and me for love, for giving us the motivation to make healthful life changes, and for arranging for us to meet. Thank you for helping us recognize each other and have the courage to say hello so that we can eventually delve into a truly intimate relationship. Beautiful. So your soulmate is being prepped. And if it's not already, ask the help from the angels to help prep your soulmate for your meeting so that you can have a beautiful, loving relationship with children, because look at all these children here. So just know that your soulmate is out there and they are waiting for you. And maybe that you guys need to just make a few changes before you guys meet, to align yourselves to that path where it's the right time, right place for your meeting, and it is truly meant to be. So this is confirmation that your soulmate is going to be coming in, and it might happen when you least expect it, but know that they are being prepped and ready, and ask for assistance from the angels to help this situation. And this is a confirmation that the angels are already doing so. So ask for further assistance if you'd like. Ask for signs and synchronicities to see maybe where you might meet or what helpful changes you might need to make. But this is already underway, and the romance angels are helping you. So that is beautiful. Beautiful. Goddess Persephone and Ruby, the inner queen. Gorgeous. So this beautiful color is representing the heart chakra. So the heart is all about forgiveness, finding acceptance, allowing you to love yourself and to love others. It's about expressing yourself without hurting others. And by 550, this means major change. It means, moving into the unknown, but knowing that there is a transformation happening and you are being led down a new path. And we shall see what else this card has to say. We bring you the empowerment of the inner queen. The inner queen exercises authority through divine feminine wisdom. Her empowerment is active within men and women that consciously seek to honor feeling, instinct, and intuition, and choose to live their lives according to moral code of compassion. When the inner queen stirs within, judgment is replaced with empathy for your own suffering and that of others. You can understand that human beings who cannot resolve their suffering will unconsciously act out of their pain in the world. They are unconsciously expressing their inner story with their outer actions. The story of their inner pain, the healing power of the inner queen brings inner pain of consciousness where it can finally be released and the soul freed. She does not approach life with a fearful or judging nature, so she can move freely through all realms, witness great pain and darkness, and remain centered in her heart, shining a gentle light of intention for the liberation from suffering for all beings. She reminds us of our innate divine dignity and the healing power of our compassion. The oracle of the inner queen comes to you as a reminder that your compassion for yourself and for others is the source of your power. It gives you the ability to be moved by another's plight without taking on their suffering as your own, which would drain you and prevent you from being able to hold the gentle light of awareness for the person who needs it to heal. Her presence empowers you to care for the world without becoming distraught and fatigued. Compassion leaves you energized and motivated to work towards your sacred purpose in life of caring for the world in your own unique and creative way. Your compassion for the world will affirm your dignity and empower you to stay true to your own reality whilst respecting the experiences of others. If you have been judging yourself or another, then it is likely you have been enmeshed in their pain, tired, and perhaps even angry or afraid. If you are feeling used, abused, exploited, or taken advantage of in any way, the inner queen rises up to remind you that you are royal. You are guided to seek out the inner divine. You are guided to seek out your inner divine dignity. Summon your compassion for yourself and all others involved in the relevant situation, and give yourself permission to disengage from the drama, to take a step back, take care of your own needs first. Then you can respond rather than react to what is happening within you and around you. The inner queen within you will help you gather your energy back to your heart center so you can shine your compassion as you acknowledge that everyone is doing their best and everyone has the divine right and power to choose how they respond to the mysteries of life. The inner queen also brings you guidance to honor what you need to do with your life. You are a sovereign being, and honoring your spiritual truth is how you act as the guardian of your soul. In choosing that which honors you as you are, rather than trying to force yourself to be something or someone you are not naturally meant to be. Someone you are not naturally meant to be, you will gain so much energy. Life becomes easier and the universe can support you. As you honor yourself in this way, you honor the divine, for it is the divine that lives in you, as you and created you to be as you are for sacred purpose, even if that remains a mystery to you at times. The inner queen is a priestess, a bridge or a channel between the worlds. She brings messages from the worlds beyond the earthly realm. If you have been wanting a message from one who has passed, consider this oracle a message that it has been given. Love is the answer to your question. This oracle supports you in particular. If you are wanting to do work on spirit release, helping people honor death rather than fear it, to cross over with consciousness and dignity, and also if you wish to work with the divine feminine through dance, art, or music. It also confirms that if you are interested in shamanic or any kind of transformational healing, if you wish to do any work that involves relaying messages between you and world, such as channeling, trance mediumship, or automatic writing, then you are encouraged to pursue your studies in these areas, as it will tap into the natural talent you have and develop it further in service to love. If you wish to work with the forces of the natural world, with family dynamics or male or female relationship dynamics, with young women healing from trauma and abuse, with those trapped in darkness in any way, then you are encouraged to pursue that work. This oracle confirms that your interest in these areas is an indication that you can express your compassion effectively through such methods. Finally, if you have been in a time of darkness, craving light and life, the oracle confirms it is coming to an end, and that you shall ascend with dignity and with wisdom, proud of all you have learned and the growth you have undertaken. Beautiful. Now repeat these words after me. I call upon Crystal Angel of Ruby and Goddess Persephone, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing empowerment of the inner queen. May I claim my divine royal inner authority. May I honor the wisdom of the divine feminine. May I honor life and be supported to express my compassion, spiritual power, and ability as best serves love through my own free will. So be it. I choose of my own free will, through this and any lifetime, and through all layers of my entire being, to forgive, release, and detach from any experiences of indignity, myself or others. All experience serves love, and I now heal and reclaim my divine dignity. May all beings know divine dignity and unconditional love. Through divine empowerment and unconditional love, so be it. May divine love bring dignity and feminine healing, presence to all beings in need. May all beings realize the fullness of their inner divine presence and become happy and free, according to divine grace and in service to the divine feminine wisdom evolving through humanity at this time. So be it. I rise. Within me, the inner queen, divine speaks her wisdom into all hearts, dignity, wisdom, and love now shine. I rise. Within me, the inner queen divine speaks her wisdom into all hearts, dignity, wisdom, and love now shine. I rise. Within me, the inner queen divine speaks her wisdom into all hearts, dignity, wisdom, and love now shine. Beautiful. That was gorgeous. So this card is directly saying you have the divine power within you. You are a sovereign being, and you are being asked to honor your spiritual truth and your spiritual path, and you are being asked to focus on love and focus on that higher path of empowerment rather than, shame or fear or judgment that you may have experienced in the past. And know that any suffering that you've been through, it's all to serve a greater purpose, and it's all to learn a lesson. And once you've learned these lessons, there's no need for you to experience these types of situations anymore, because you've grown, you've evolved, and you've learned your power. And now it's your time to really shift and to honor your spirituality, to honor who you are, and to have faith and to love anyways, and to really honor yourself in all ways, in all forms, so that you can not only uplift yourself, but so that you can also help uplift others as well, and you can further deepen your connection to spirit and know that you are creating massive change, and you are creating a way for people, to come out of these harsher experiences so that they too can heal and they too can have transformative healing. So I hope that you heard what you needed to hear. Remember the angels are here for you. Abundance is making its way to you in many forms. Just be open to creating these pathways for it to flow to you, and know that you are in a phase of hope and glory, light and triumph, and a dark phase of struggle is now over. Use this as your confirmation that that is now in the past, and that you are now in a space of wholeness and healing. So that is truly amazing, and you have the romance angels on your side, helping you with your love connection. So that is absolutely wonderful. I hope you heard what you needed to hear, Group 2. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are going to close out your messages with a message from the pendulum. So we are using this pendulum to connect with spirit so that they can give us a yes or no answer. So close your eyes, connect with your breath, and we are going to ask a yes or no question now. So go ahead and do that while I connect with spirit. Angels of the highest and greatest good, please connect with me. According to divine free will and for the highest and greatest good of all, please show me yes. Please show me no. All right, go ahead and ask your question. That is a yes. And that yes is picking up energy. So that is a strong yes to your question. Beautiful. I hope that gives you the confirmation that you need. Thanks so much for tuning in, Group 2. Have a wonderful new moon in Scorpio. Take care. Hello, Group 3. For those of you who chose the orange carnelian, this is for you. These are your messages. Okay. A spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing energy to help you find the best solution for any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Expect your miracle. Beautiful. So this is saying, don't have any expectations as to how things might unravel or reveal to you, or how situations might be resolved. And just know that with your good healing energy, any situation that isn't really as it should be, or you feel there's something hidden or something that's not meeting the eye, just know through your spiritual connection, through your own healing energy, the situation will be resolved in the best way for everyone who's involved. And this card is saying specifically, expect your miracle. Expect the situation to be resolved. Magic and ritual. Effect in the external world can be created through inner practice. Heart-centered ritual can support your inner path in the physical world. You are encouraged to enhance your power with regular practice as you grow in grace, love, ability, and wisdom, applying your inner beauty to transform your outer world. Beautiful. So through your own ritual or practice, you can be connected to your spirit, connecting, from the spiritual realms to the physical world through a heart-centered practice. You can enhance your power, and you can grow in grace, love, psychic ability, and wisdom. And by shining your inner beauty, you can have that reflected back to you in your outer world. And you can also transform the outer world in a way that, brings more fulfilling and uplifting energy. By being you, by showing your inner beauty, you can help uplift others and show others how they can do the same, and therefore transform the outer world and your experiences. So this is beautiful. Remember that your intention is everything, and through practice and through consistency, your power and strength can just amplify, and you can become even more powerful and have more psychic abilities come to you than you ever anticipated. So this is a very exciting card to receive, and just know through your own loving and beautiful energy, you have the power to transform lives and the world itself. Gorgeous. All right. Your children are watched over by angels. Dear guardian angels of my children, born and unborn, thank you for watching over my children and ensuring their happiness and safety. Please guide me so that I know the best ways to be a good parent and role model for my own and other people's children. Beautiful. So your children, born or unborn, are being watched over by angels, and just know that they are safe, that they are protected, they are happy, and this is saying that you can ask for assistance from the angels to know the best ways so that you can be the best parent for your kids, and you can be the best role model for your kids and for other people's children as well. So that is gorgeous. You can put your worries to rest, because any worries that you have is just going to amplify that. And so you really want to have faith and trust that everything is okay and that your kids are safe, because by being in that mentality, you are further protecting them. While worrying and stressing about their safety, it's only bringing them more chance that your worry or stress of what might happen will happen, and it is actually increasing the likelihood of that to happen by worrying and having those stressing thoughts. So just know that they are safe, that they are protected, and you will then amplify that energy of safety and protection. Yee, gorgeous. And then we have the person you are asking about is trustworthy. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. Thank you for helping me have faith so I can open my heart wider. Thank you for helping me to have faith so I can open my heart wider in my relationships. I am grateful for your protection, ensuring that only trustworthy people are in my life. Beautiful. Rest assured, there are only trustworthy people in your life. You are protected. Have faith and trust that you are safe, you are protected, as are your loved ones. And by connecting with the angels, by connecting with the highest version of you, and knowing that this is so, you can open your heart further and be grateful for the relationships in your life. Be grateful for the protection that you have around you, and know that only trustworthy people can enter your energetic field and can be in your life. That is so gorgeous. Ooh, Archangel Melchizedek and Selenite, divine perfection. So this is crown chakra activation, allowing higher levels of consciousness and awareness to stream through you, connecting you to your highest version of you, to your higher self. So this is a number 4, which represents foundation. So this is a building of a foundation to create a strong, stable place for you to build upon, for you to, build your life upon with these new beliefs about yourself. Archangel Melchizedek and Selenite, divine perfection. We bring you the gift of divine perfection. As you receive our gift, you will feel a wave of great peace move through your heart and mind. You will know you are exactly where you are divinely designed to be, that your life is proceeding in perfect timing, and that all is well. If there has been a matter causing you concern, allow us to bless that situation with the peaceful grace of divine now. You shall receive the perfect resolution of that matter in accordance with unconditional love. There is no need to judge yourself for any decision or choice you have ever made. Forgive yourself and others now. There are so many blessings for you to receive, and no need for you to hold on to anything out of fear, shame, guilt, or regret. Free yourself as you surrender into realization of divine perfection. As you grow on your spiritual path, you will eventually become aware of a paradox, two apparently conflicting truths, both of which you resonate with at a deeper level. This can cause some temporary confusion until you realize they do not conflict, but actually support each other. On one hand, you will be seeking growth and development. You will still want to fulfill your divine potential and manifest your life purpose, sacred mission, and divine destiny. This is the path of evolution, where you are willing to learn and grow through your experiences. You will feel as though you are leaving your old self behind and becoming a new version of yourself, more aligned with your inner spiritual nature and life purpose. This process may occur many times throughout the course of your lifetime. In Earth's medicine, the snake is considered a symbol of transformation because it sheds a skin no longer needed and emerges anew. You will feel that this happens symbolically as you grow spiritually. Through that process of transformation, you become an increasingly radiant, embodied divine being. It is similar to the acorn becoming a mighty oak tree or the caterpillar eventually emerging into an exquisite butterfly. It is the fulfillment of your innate spiritual blueprint, and it happens as you experience change, growth, healing, and transformation. This is an authentic aspect of your spiritual path. For advanced souls capable of considerable and sometimes even radical personal transformation, much willpower, energy, and focus will go into this aspect of the spiritual path. This is as it should be. Those capable of growth have developed that spiritual ability over lifetimes. To engage fully with your potential for spiritual growth and personal transformation will inspire others with what is possible while bringing you deep, soul-satisfying joy. However, there is a second truth on a spiritual path that applies to all beings, even those gifted with ability to transform themselves. The second truth is perfection. There is nothing to do, no change to go through, no healing that needs to take place, because in the inner truth of your nature, you are already divine, whole, and perfect. Where evolution is based on the principle of progress, perfection is based on the principle of divine wholeness, which has been and always shall be complete. According to the truth of perfection, there is nothing to fight and nothing to resist, only the miracle of love's creation to witness in all its wild beauty and deep mystery. So does this mean that you should not attempt to evolve, that you should not give up your personal growth and spiritual development, work, and simply be as you are in utter bliss? Actually, you are here to live the divine paradox of both these truths. Use the inner knowing of the divine wholeness of you to bring you peace as you evolve and grow on your divine path. Evolution is ultimately part of the perfection of the divine plan. As you grow, you become more able to realize this perfection of your innate spiritual nature. If you forget about the underlying perfection, you may unnecessarily feel panic, overwhelm, fatigue, and even depression and despair. When you hit a challenge on your personal journey, you may worry that you are failing, running out of time, or doing something wrong. You may forget that you are a divine being taking a journey and instead becoming unnecessarily worried. You are encouraged to grow and transform to the best of your ability, whilst also feeling a restful peace deep inside that sustains you with trust, comfort, and reassurance that all of life, including you, is held in the grace of divine perfection. Is there a part of your body, personality, or mind that is bothering you, or a situation in your life that seems to be broken, or that you fear is out of alignment with divine will? Take comfort in the message From the oracle for you now. What is happening is all part of divine plan, including the things you might think are not particularly special, are not particularly spiritual, or just silly or foolish. As part of the plan of all of life includes the expression of divine perfection. So too shall whatever growth, healing, or evolution is required be part of the experience for whatever is bothering you. If that is not happening yet, or at least you cannot see that it is happening yet, do the healing process and trust. Divine perfection is without exception. Absolutely all of life, creation, and experience shall be blessed by this grace. And then repeat these words after me. I call upon the crystal angel of selenite and archangel Melchizedek, who love me unconditionally. Thank you for the divine healing gift of perfection. May all beings find comfort in their own inner truth and of their divine perfection. May divine love discover itself in all beings, awakening to a realization of eternal peace and divine perfection. May there be comfort and peace in the hearts of all beings, through divine mercy and my own free will, so be it. I choose of my own free will to honor and express my ability to evolve spiritually with peace in my heart, accepting that the perfection of divine love is always whole and shining within me. May those that love me unconditionally assist me in sustaining serenity within my being as I take my journey of personal and spiritual growth this lifetime. May divine perfection reveal itself to me through unconditional love and compassion. So be it. May divine perfection shine its loving light for all to see. May all beings be happy and free according to divine love. So be it. I feel the serenity of my spirit and the courage of my heart as divine perfection expresses itself through me in all ways. I feel the serenity of my spirit and the courage of my heart as divine perfection expresses itself through me in all ways. Beautiful. Amazing. So this card is saying that, whenever you're feeling overwhelmed, panicked, or fatigued or depressed, know that this is a perspective and that you can make this shift and you can switch this mentality to a place of faith, of love, of trust, and knowing that everything is going to work out, and handing over any worries to God, to the angels, to Source, to allow it to be resolved in the best way. And by allowing yourself to have this higher vibrational outlook and having this faith and trust anyways, no matter what is happening, you will continue to grow and transform, and your abilities to, trust and have faith will continue to grow, and you will feel more peace from within, and you will be able to know that divine perfection is everywhere, and that when you leave things up to, up to spirit, that things work out in miraculous ways, and you can release, expectation of how that might reveal itself, and know that, everything that is happening is for a reason, and just trust that the healing process is happening, and trust that divine perfection is everywhere in all aspects of life, creation, and experience, and know that you are blessed no matter what is happening for you. And know that through the spiritual path that you're on, you are going to be able to continue to transform and evolve and move into, that next phase of your being. Become that butterfly from the caterpillar. You're going to be able to become that mighty oak from the acorn. So have faith and have trust that you are being led down a path that is for you to expand, evolve, and grow. And you are being given permission to like shed the skin that no longer fits you, so that you can fully transform and become the person who you have always been. And you can, connect more deeply to your higher self and to the spiritual world, and knowing that everything is working out just as it's meant to. Everything is just the way it's supposed to be. And so we will close. I hope that you found this reading helpful. Know that you are always protected and you are always safe. And you might want to go out and buy a selenite wand or a selenite rod, so that you can continue to provide yourself this beautiful healing protection energy, so that even when you do have doubt, you can connect to the stone, and it can leave you with the feeling of perfection, of safety, of knowing that everything is working out just as it's meant to. And you can release any stress or worries over to the angels, release it into the crystal. Know that situations are going to unfold in the best way. Release it to the angels, and know that miracles do exist, and just allow yourself to be surprised by spirit. So we are going to ask a yes or no question. So go ahead and find your question now. I'm going to connect with my pendulum here, and then I will prompt you to ask your question once I form the connection. So angels of the highest and greatest good, please connect with me according to divine free will for the highest and greatest good of all. Please show me yes. So we have a circle. Please show me no. Okay, and you can go ahead and ask your question. And that is a no. So whatever question you asked, we are receiving a no. And it's a strong no. So I hope this brings you some extra level of confirmation. I hope that you heard what you needed to hear. Group 3, thank you so much for joining me. Have a wonderful new moon in Scorpio. Take care, and I can't wait to see you in the next reading. Sending you lots of love. Bye.